I'm out. I don't. You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this. Look, I'm tired of it.
What is good, YouTube? It is your main man, the Source Kasuna here, and as you can see in the video title and in the intro, Thor Halberd does have some issues still. As you all know, I've been playing and experimenting with the Magic Halberd build for over a week now, pretty much since the skills have come out. I did start a little bit late in terms of trying out the new skills due to some real life stuff, but ultimately I've played a big role in bringing this build to light. And I also want to bring the issues with the Magic Halberd to light, because a lot of people only see where it's strong and they don't really see where it's weak, and its weaknesses are pretty big considering just how the game is. So if anyone is familiar with Magic classes, they're also familiar with the Proration system, because the Magic class struggles the most with Proration, so much to the point where it was such a big deal the Japanese players complained about it back when Mage was like really busted with Kadal, because in a party with Aerial Cut would literally just ruin the Proration for Magic so fast, where your Magic cannons are doing like 500k per hit when they're normally doing like 5 million per hit, and vice versa. This was back when Kadal was like busted, like when it was like a one-hit kill type of skill. And that issue is still prominent today because of the synergy of Blitz Spike, Hail, and Thor's Hammer. You are pretty much screwed out of 2 Proration already in most parties, unless you're playing with a motion tank. So a lot of the damage that you see in the videos are I'm playing with a motion tank because, you know, I want to optimize the damage and I want to showcase, you know, the damage, and I want to, you know, bring to light again how good Magic Halberd is. But if you're playing in solo, you know, that Proration can become an issue. If you're playing, you know, with dual swords especially, that Proration is really an issue, especially if there's multiple in the party. And you really don't want to play with staff, because staff, they stack a lot of magic skills into their combo, and you know, if their magic dagger isn't level 10, then you know you're cooked pretty much. Because the combo that you use for Thor's Hammer is always going to be -2 on Proration. That is just a fact. You know, again, unless you're playing with a motion tank. So in most content, in most parties, you're gonna have this issue with the Proration. Another issue that I've noticed with this build is you really struggle with attack MP recovery. Now, this can be remedied with dagger combat. However, dagger combat does not prorate. So again, this can be an issue for solo players. If you want to solo with this build, that can be an issue. Obviously, you know, Thor's Hammer is much better if the boss doesn't move. A lot of people say that, you know, its weakness is moving bosses, but I mean, I think it's so strong where the boss can move and it's still really good. I mean, I wouldn't say that's much of a weakness. It's just you're not going to really be able to maximize it at those moving bosses as well. So, you know, I'm just gonna disregard that weakness. But the biggest weakness for this class, this build, is the Proration. Of course, you can remedy this with Fighter's Impact Regislate, and you can divide these skills into separate combos so that you can, you know, have less of a Proration issue. But the Proration can be quite an issue, so much to the point where, like, if you're trying to do like a really fast kill on a boss, if your 2 party members are dual swords, you're pretty much cooked out of damage. If one of your party members is another Thor Halberd user, you're cooked out of damage. It's like, it's the magic Proration is the balance factor for this skill. And so when I was ranking Halberd in the tier list, I was also considering this because I had already experienced, you know, the magic Proration issue with just one Thor user. Even with a Proration mercenary, it can be, you know, a pretty big deal. Now imagine playing with 2 dual swords using Aerial Cut. Aerial Cut, a skill that also inflicts 2 magic proration because spinning slash does magic proration, and the first hits of Aerial Cut also do magic proration. The additional hit does physical proration, but you know, the magic proration is +2, so you're pretty much screwing over any magic class in your party by using Aerial Cut. That's just an issue with Aerial Cut. I could rant all day about that skill. I've hated the skill since it came out. So yeah, we're not gonna go there. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any feedback, if you also have any other issues with this build, please let me know in the comments below. I'm still doing a lot of testing with this build, but I will be moving on to my next class pretty soon, which it's looking like it's going to be Knuckles again, because you guys have seen plenty of Bow on YouTube, and I just, honestly, I don't really like Spread Shot. It's basically just a better bullseye, so there's really nothing to showcase, and Bow is just honestly kind of boring. But yeah, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're interested in my content, and peace out.